you. Let's talk baseball. Kansas City Royals' proposed move starts your 9 things to know. Teams partnering with Hallmark to build a new ballpark in Crowd Center where Hallmark's headquarters stands now. Washington Square Park down the street, still part of the plan, apparently. Royals owner John Sherman says that he hopes to break ground on the project next year.
Well, the new Royals Stadium and surrounding district is projected to cost more than $3 billion. 2/3 of that money is coming from the Royals and private investors. The state of Missouri is committed to about $400 million through the Missouri Department of Economic Development. Kansas City, Missouri is pledging to issue up to $600 million in bonds that will need to be paid off from sales tax generated from around the ballpark.
As for the Royals themselves, well, news wasn't quite as good. Team lost its series to Baltimore at the K yesterday, falling to the Orioles 8-6. Royals are back at the K tomorrow for a weekend series against the LA Angels.
Well, the Trump administration says that the ceasefire with Iran is still in effect. That's despite Iran's recent attack on 3 Western allied ships. Officials say since the ships were not with the U.S. or Israel, the attack did not violate the ceasefire. In the meantime, Iran is frustrated by the U.S.'s blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, which is preventing it from making money off of its own oil. A second round of peace talks has not yet been scheduled.
Lawmakers grilled U.S. Health Secretary RFK Jr. on Capitol Hill yesterday, pressing him about tens of millions of dollars in cuts affecting vaccine, Alzheimer's, and cancer research and more. Secretary claimed he needed to make those cuts to shrink the national debt. Critics say these cuts are dangerous and could greatly affect public health.
A Park Hill teacher is facing federal charges, child exploitation charges. 43-year-old Richard Villagram of Plaza Middle School is accused of messaging a person who he believed to be a 15-year-old girl so that he could receive explicit pictures from her or meet up with her. And investigators say that he was actually talking to an undercover police officer. They arrested Villagram when he went to try to meet that girl.
Right now, a man is fighting for his life in a hospital after a shooting in Independence. This was at an apartment complex. Police found a man in a parking lot at a complex on Concord Circle last night, just off of 24 Highway. Officers took one person into custody near the scene, and detectives are working to figure out what led to that shooting.
It is 4:34 and the first day of the NFL draft. You can watch it right here on KMBC 9 starting at 7 tonight. Now the Chiefs have 2 first-round picks, numbers 9 and 29. We like those, but it's been a while since they've had picks that high.
To hockey, the Kelly Cup playoffs begin tomorrow in the ECHL, and the Kansas City Mavericks are going into the tournament with special league honors. Head coach Tad O'Had was just named ECHL Coach of the Year after leading the Mavs to a regular season championship. They've had some great seasons that he's been able to string together.
Yeah.
I still maintain he has the best hockey coach name.
Definitely.
That's a central casting name. Yeah, but hockey coach Tad O'Had, come on.
That's true.
Yeah. No, congrats to him.
Watch them get the movie
Love
in
the
the
name.
works.
That's right.
Okay.